Hi everybody and welcome to week 4 of our Pilates basic exercise series. My name is Girdle. I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher. Happy to have you here with me. So today it's all about planking and push-ups. That means we will work a lot on the supporting strength of our shoulder girdle, our arms and our wrists, and we will strengthen the whole body, front, back and especially our core stability. Just one reminder up front, in the introductory videos you'll find one where I describe in detail placement on all fours. Maybe you want to check this one up, and you also find some nice warm-up exercises for your wrists, for the muscles around your wrists. Okay, so let's start into today's class. And we start with a warm-up of the muscles around our wrists. You extend your arms, shoulders go away from the ears, you sit upright and you make big strong fists. And then you fully extend your fingers and make fists again. And extend. And we continue this with a little bit more speed and start to raise our arms, bring them up towards the ceiling and into big arcs to the side and to the front while we are pumping in our hands. And second circle or semicircle. Up we go and to the front. And one last pump really hard. Extend your full arm. You can also feel your triceps working. And come to the front again and shake it all out. Interlace your fingers, roll your wrists into one direction and change direction. Then once again, stretch your arms, shoulders go away from the ears, extend your fingers and now bring your palms away from you. So the back of your hands wants to reach your shoulder. You're pulling your extended fingers and the back of your hands towards your shoulder. And then you go into maximum flexion. So the palms of your hands want to reach your breast and the fingers want to reach the armpit. Full extension. And go up again and down. And extend and bend. Extend, pull the fingers towards you, go down and up we go and down. 3 more to go. Press the palms away, send them towards you. Press them away and bring them towards you. Last time, really hard. Extend your fingers, full action and release. Arms to the side, shoulders away from the ears, make big strong fists and circle your fists into one direction, a little bit of a stretch here and into the other direction. Okay, then shake it out one last time and join me on all fours on the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Bring all 10 fingers into the mat, and especially for the push-up exercises, please always remember the balls of your index fingers and the balls of your thumbs, they remain in the mat. So they will not lift from the mat, so you find yourself in a position where you have all the weight on your little finger, on your pinky finger. This will sooner or later hurt your elbow. So especially in push-ups and in plank positions, where there's really a lot of weight to bear on your hands and shoulders, please always remember you want to have the stability, the supporting force in your hands. Hands are right below your shoulders, knees are right below your hips. Shoulders go away from the ears, wide shoulder blades. Press yourself away from your mat. Find your neutral pelvis, find your neutral spine. Active core, pelvic floor muscles are engaged, belly is sucked in enough, rib cage closes, and your pubic bone and your breastbone want to narrow a little bit. We start with a nice preparatory exercise for the push-ups, which is strengthening our shoulder girdle and also working out a little bit on our triceps and on our muscular spiral in the arms. So first of all, again, send out your elbows, bring them down. So the forearms are parallel to each other now. You firmly press your fingers and the balls of your fingers into the mat as you extend your arms again. And the only thing which we do now is shoulders away from the ears, and you place your forearms down on the mat again, exactly parallel. So you guide them down in two parallel lines, place them quickly on the mat and extend your arms again. The forearms are permanently parallel to each other. So you need to maintain the external rotation in your upper arm and the internal rotation in your forearms. And of course also maintain the contact of your fingers to the mat. So this will build up some strength here in all the muscles and teach you a little bit of motor control, which helps you in the push-ups and in your stability in the planks. Last one, and extend your arms again if you want. Always feel free to sit back, maybe shake out your hands a little bit, roll the shoulders, whatever you like. First exercise we do now is a forearm plank. So we will be on our forearms only, but basically already then train the position which we then need in the planks. And by the way, if a full plank is a little bit too strenuous for you, with 99% of the exercises, just come down into this forearm plank version. So, you place your forearms parallel to each other on the mat, fingers are widespread and full hand is in the mat. If you anyhow can, avoid to interlace your fingers and place your forearms like this in a kind of triangle. I know this is much easier, but we want to do some work and to really strengthen our shoulder girdle. So if anyhow possible, forearms are parallel to each other, all 10 fingers firmly pressed into the mat, shoulder blades wide apart, shoulders go away from the ears. Activate your pelvic floor muscles and your core already now, and then extend one leg, place your toes on the ground, second toe goes back too, and now your pelvis finds its position, so you're in really one nice line between the crown of your head, your shoulders, your pelvis and your heels. You pull your pubic bone a little bit towards your chest bone, so it's a mini posterior tilt of your pelvis. You close your rib cage, you push away from the mat in your shoulders. You send out those heels and pull in your toes. So you feel a good muscular activation in the back of your body and in the front of your body. We keep this position for 3 more, just 2 more, one last, down with your knees and sit back please. One short explanation. What often happens in any kind of plank is you are in the forearm plank, for example, you sink in between your shoulders. This is what we do not want. And the second thing that often happens is you sink, you just lose the muscular connection in your core. You're hanging in your plank. Please try and avoid this too. Third thing that often happens is that your buttocks are simply up a little bit too high. This takes away a lot of the effect of the exercise, but you cannot hurt yourself. The first 2 options are definitely not ones which you want to choose. So, forearm plank known, we will now go into a full plank version and also maintain this for a little while. An easy way to go into your standard plank is start from child's position. The nice thing is if you extend your arms here, you have time enough to already prepare your hands, to find the position for your fingers, and you're still in a nice and comfy position. So, roll up on all fours, prepare your arms, prepare your shoulders, shoulder blades wide apart, shoulders away from the ears, tips of the shoulder blades pulling down into the pockets of your trousers and push yourself away from the mat. Already now, shoulders are right above your wrists and you have a good connection of all 10 fingers to the mat. Activate your core, activate your pelvic floor muscles, send out one leg, send out the other leg, and find yourself in a plank position. Same like we had before. Check where your pelvis is going and find its ideally neutral position. Give your pelvis a mini posterior tilt, so just a tiny little bit of pubic bone pulling towards your nose or towards the tip of your breastbone. Super active core. Push back your heels and bring in your big toes, and you will feel that this gives you quite a lot of additional strength on the front of your body. Push away from the mat, and 3 more to go. We almost have it. 2 more to go. Yes, and we got it. Last one. Bring your knees down and go back again. So we will do this position a second time. Either you go into the full plank like I had it now, or you make the easier version with just bringing down your knees. If it's still a little bit too much, or if you feel some pain in your wrists, please listen to your body. I'll show both versions. We start in full plank and I'll just place my knees down, and you're always free to do this, whatever I say or anybody else says. Okay, let's start again. Come into your child's pose. Prepare your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, roll it up on all fours. Place your shoulders. Place your elbows and your arms. Shoulders away from the ears, wide apart. Push away from the mat. Extend one leg, extend the other leg. And find your ideal plank position. And even if you might now be putting down your knees on the mat, please always remember you want to maintain the hip extended. So it's not like this, it's really an extension in your hip. Pubic bone pulling towards your nose, so it's just a shortened plank and not an on all fours, a normal one. We stay here or here for 3 more. Push away, active glutes, pull your toes in, active core. One very last. And again, bring down your knees and sit back. So, what we're going to do now is mini push-ups. Mini push-up means that we have this shortened plank version where we have the knees on the ground. If you are strong enough, if you have practiced it before, always feel free to do the full version from the plank position. In basic classes, I only teach mini push-ups because I really want to give time to the muscles around our shoulder and especially the muscles around our wrists to build up this strength that they really need to have to support us here. Okay, we start again. Child's pose. Roll up. Find your placement. Either full plank or bring your knees down, and you have a nice plank position already now. The eyes of the elbows are facing to the front, and the only thing which we add now is we bend our elbows, and now on the exhale we extend them. We go down and up, and down and up. So elbows are close to each other, forearms are parallel, you're pulling your elbows back, not to the sides. 1 more to go, and push it back. So you see the difference to the standard push-ups, which you usually see is the elbows are not out, but we're doing the ones where the triceps has to work a little bit more. Reason is there are various exercises where it's easier to come out of this push-up position in the advanced series then. So, what do you need to take care of? Shoulders away from the ears, really strong in the shoulders, don't exaggerate especially in your wrists, and please always remember to maintain the balls of your index fingers and thumbs on the ground. Round number 2. Child's pose. Put it up, into an all fours. Find your supported or shortened plank, and we start. One remark in addition, never drop your head. Your head is about 6 kilos, you would have to bear this one, so it's always in a nice line with the rest of your body. And on the inhale, go down, bend your elbows. On the exhale, extend. Go down and extend. Nice connection of pubic bone and wrist bone, active core, active glutes, active abdominals, active pelvic floor muscles, and only one to do. Push it up and go back. So that's it for the push-ups. And I have one last exercise for those who want a little bit more challenge. It's called leg pull. We will do it once in a forearm plank and once in a full plank. And it's called leg pull because we will lift one leg, extend the hip, and really work on our glutes and hamstrings here. Important, your core is stable, so you do not fall into any hollow backs or round backs. You just remain stable and lift the leg maybe just a millimeter. Okay, extend your arms from your child, go into on all fours and then find your forearm plank first. Shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades wide apart, and extend one leg, extend the other, find your forearm plank. Really, really strong here, active core. Now, all weight is in the right toes. The left toes, feet are going into point, lift your leg just a tiny little bit, fully extended, bring it down again. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. Active core, active pelvic floor muscles, same on the right side. Bring it down again, 2 times again on each side. Left goes up and down, right goes up and down. Active core, press your shoulders away from the ground. And right, last time, and left, down, and right, down. Push back into child. Just have a short look at me. What often happens, I show you in full plank, it's easier to see. When you lift your leg, you want to lift it really high, really high, really high, and then you slump into a hollow back. Don't go too high. It's engage your muscles, and then you're already the winner in this exercise. So we do it again in the full plank version, only 3 times either side, and then we're finished, promise. From child's pose, long arms, place your fingers and roll it up. Shoulders back, find your plank. Really active core. Send the crown of your head out, send the heels back, toes to the front, and neutral spine. And on the next inhale, bring all the weight into your right toes and lift your leg on the exhale on the left. Down and right. And out with the left leg and out with the right leg. And out with the left one, out with the right one, and we did it. Go back, sit back, shake it out maybe a little bit, and I say thank you. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you liked it, give me a like or subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you tomorrow when we're doing the rollovers.